going to add a automated sensor for the pantry. We've put a pantry there. We haven't added a sensor yet, so let's go and do that now. We'll see how that works. So I'm going to use a auto light function out of the green living templates. Now this one here, delayed sensor, depending on how your sensor is configured, if it's a instant motion sensor or delayed motion sensor, you would use different relays here. So I'm going to use this one here, auto light with button override relay on off. Alright, so we're going to call this pantry. So our on off button is going to be a kitchen on the kitchen keypad, pantry. Now, why are we using an on-off button when it's an auto light? Being a pantry, we're going to turn the light on for about 10 seconds. But it might be a walk-in pantry and you want to go in and stock it. When you press the on-off button from the keypad, it will actually override the sensor and it will allow the light to stay on for a predefined time, 30 minutes, 40 minutes, whatever it might be. Okay, let's add a relay, our pantry, manual override. So these are a condition flag for what it's basically saying is I've been turned on manually. So a pantry manual override, we'll call that. We need to set up a presence sensor, which I haven't done yet. But what we can do here, before we can do that actually, I'm just going to save that for a second so we can go back into it. And I need to go to my devices now, go into my controller, and over here under my digital inputs, I need to say motion sensor, and I'm going to call this pantry. Now the other thing also that I've done is I've set this up as a 6.0. Because I'm going to be using a photometer within the sensor to tell me if the pantry is bright enough or if the light needs to turn on, I just need to go and change the type. So I'll highlight the controller, I'm going to change type, and I'm now going to change it to a 6.6. 6 analog, 6 digital inputs. Okay, everything was changed, wonderful. I can click back into the device now, and you can see now that my digital inputs have cut down to 6 and I have 6 analog inputs. I'm going to call this pantry photo. Okay, wonderful. Alright, let's go back into our scenarios. Open up our pantry template. Alright, now where were we? Present sensor. There we go, pantry now. That's there. And next one should be our photometer. We're going to set our pantry photometer. Flag for light on. Again, do this on the same controller as the relay. Pantry flag light on. Okay. Turn on auto. Pantry auto on flag, and a message. Pantry auto on message. Wonderful. And an off timer. I'm going to set the off timer here as well. Pantry off timer. Okay, look, I'd better fix that up. Right click that again. I'm just going pantry. Okay, good. Alright, let's scroll down here a bit. Now, seconds. If you're not sure what these components here are, you can always scroll down here and it will tell you what each parameter does. You can see here we've got all our different components there. So anyway, the seconds here is how long do we want the light to stay on for. So I'm going to say it's going to be on for 10 seconds. The sensor value here is the brightness of the photometer. I'm going to say it's going to be a value of 90, which is quite normal. 70 to 90 is actually quite normal. Condition for the relay on. Pantry relay on. Indicator, let's go to this one, we know it's that one there, I'll call that pantry LED. Manual off timer. So I need to set a manual off timer now. Pantry manual off timer. So this one is for when we turn the pantry on from the button, the keypad. And we're going to say, well, say minutes, right? We'll leave it on for 30 minutes. There we go. We'll do a check. Everything seems fine. Let's go save. Alright, so that's how we have just created we've created a kitchen dimming circuit, we've created a kitchen on-off pendant, feature light, and we've created an auto pantry light feature that allows us to walk into the pantry, light turns on automatically, turns off after 10 seconds of no movement, or you can actually turn it on by the override button, which will allow the pantry light to stay on for 30 minutes. I hope you've enjoyed this session. We'll do more of these sessions as time progresses, and thanks very much for your time.